I started my first company in the UA world with three of my co-founders that are the same on Tempr, but we started with a mobile marketing agency called Dreaming, an international agency. We started with very international clients in the US, a bit all over the world, let's say. And after a couple of years, I was like amazed to see how even very big clients didn't have an automation system. So like the UA managers, if they were away for the weekend or for holidays and that campaigns were like bad performing, they wouldn't see that until Monday morning. So this was the first concern, the first pain point I identified, let's say, during the dreaming journey. And the second one was, although they were spending a lot of money every month, they didn't necessarily have a data science team and relied on data science to optimize their campaign and to make sure that they would allocate their budget in the best way, let's say. It was still on the UA manager expertise, which is still very good. They had great UA managers, and sometimes, of course, they had an internal BI and data science team, but it wasn't necessarily directly connected to how to optimize their UA. So this really like hit me, and it was kind of a deal that we made with my co-founders at the very beginning, that we would start with a mobile marketing agency, but that whenever we would see a real pain point needed to be solved by a product, that we would invest in the product, in a tech, to launch a SaaS company. So after a couple of years, I presented, let's say, the Tempr project that we all already talked about for a couple of months together. We brainstormed together, and that's when we decided to say, okay, there is really something here that needs like a real demand and not a lot of offers on the market, and we decided to go for Tempr. Basically, Tempr is a prediction and automation technology that maximizes the return on advertising spend for mobile marketers. So we are connected in API to the MMP of our clients and to the marketing channels of our clients. We gather all of their data that we push into the Tempr engine, let's say, that is our prediction algorithm that we developed in-house. And based on all of this data and the historical data, the seasonality, and a lot of inputs that we use in our algo, we make prediction about how the campaigns are going to behave in the future. So let's say we look at ROAS day 7, for instance, and we see that on your different marketing mix, like you're spending on Facebook, Google, and uploading, you should maybe reallocate 10% from this channel to this one, from this campaign to this one, because the predictions show that if you change all of those budgets and the bids, you will maximize your returns by 20%, for instance. So that's the first part of Tempr. It's really to calculate thousands of scenarios, looking at which one is the most profitable for the client in the future and acting in the present, thanks to the second part of Tempr, which is automation, actually, because you don't have to go back to your platform, so Google, Facebook, for instance, to change the budget and bid. You can change it directly inside Tempr to also save you time, because it's the two added value of Tempr is to maximize your returns and to save your time. Yeah, so basically that's why we really liked it when we started talking about this partnership with Adikteev, when we started looking for financial partners. It was that Adikteev wasn't just a financial partner, actually. It was really more than that. It was a business partner, because they have very like similar type of clients, but selling totally different products. So for us at Tempr, we already seen it that it's really the gaming industry that is our first target, and Adikteev type of clients is also a lot of gaming clients. So we really have seen the synergies of, okay, Adikteev is selling this UA retargeting product, but all of those clients could also benefit of a product like Tempr to help them optimize and maximize their return on what they spend also what they spend on Adikteev, for instance. First part is we really started to look for our target clients in Europe. We didn't have anyone based in the US, for instance, and Adikteev is very well implemented in the US. They have experience, they have a team there, so the business synergies were also very strong in the term of market openers, let's say, and the biggest one for us, which was the US. So this is like the short, mid-term first synergy, and then in the long term, it's, as I said, really we have the same kind of clients. So my experience is that you feel a bit lonely, let's say. So of course we've seen that everything is going in the right way. So that's really, really great. More women, every year we can see really more women going into tech. In the advertising world, more specifically mobile marketing, we're really not a lot. So like the experience is balanced. When you go in a trade show, you can definitely see like 80% men, and it always feel a bit like weird, especially as you know when you're always looking up for models, right? I think that's very important for anyone. The example is what, gives you the strength also to go there. It's not that I feel like I lacked example, but more also in another way it pushed me to become maybe one day, and to tell to the women, okay, we're not there yet. It's not already the same as being like equally with guys, but let's go there and show the example and show that it's possible. And yeah, for me it has been a bit of let's say maybe more difficult in past experience when I was younger, because this is not my first companies, but when I wanted to raise funds, I've really seen the difference between guys and girls in that part. So that was a bad way to really acknowledge how it wasn't equally for guys and for women. But I'm really more looking at the bright side and trying to involve myself also in a lot of clubs, of women clubs, and showing out there that it's possible, because that's the most important. It's really to let every woman know that you can be woman in tech, but you can also be a co-founder woman in tech. You can be anyone you want. So it could go towards different directions, but I really believe, and I don't say it is because I co-founded Tempr, but I really believe that if tools like Tempr are more massively adopted, it will help even the smaller partner that don't have the same budget as the bigger ones to still be actors in the UA, because now with Scan Network and the changes in Google, it really is favoring the guys that have the big bucks, because you have so little data that you won't be able to spend in more than 2 free channels if you don't have a big budget. If you don't have a data science team, it will be even more. So really, I think it's kind also of an opportunity for us to show that, okay, you have less data, so it's even more important for you to use prediction and to use all of the little data that you have to do data modeling to be able to still be profitable and very fast, because if you don't have a big budget, you really need to be fast. So that's the first point. And the second point is that I really believe the creative is something that is going to be, it's already very big, but it's going to be even bigger. It's going to make the difference, especially with less data points, and that you can't make as much tests, and people are getting like advertisement. It's been forever that we have a lot of advertisement, but it's always increasing. So that's the way to go to really to touch people and to engage them and to make sure that they come to your product instead of another one. So yeah, I think it's a good balance if you have a tool that helps you to predict and to automate in order to save time, maximize your returns, and that you focus, like your UA team focus on the strategy of your campaigns and the creativity of your campaigns to make sure that you engage people and that they click on your ads. That's the safe combination to even beat data privacy and to be profitable in the future.